Yep. So in today's video, I am basically going to talk about. Yep. Sorry if you are not able to see me. So in today's video, I am going to simply talk about three main body practices which are essential as a man to do, and it will make like boost up your productivity very highly. Well, it will make you very productive man. So the first activity in this is a breath exercise, which is, of course, these all tips are being inspired by a book of The Way of Superior Man by David Dita. These are the three tips that man has given, and I have some, edited it up in order to make it better. So the first of all, it is a breathing exercise, and it is to breathe fully. So you have to be, you have to, just breathe till your stomach is full. You don't have to breathe in order, like we do in order to make our stomach, you know to look, flat or, slim. You have to breathe till your stomach, kinds of come out. And you may think that will look silly and all, but it is a very great exercise in order to get rid of the anxiety, and also makes you your productivity a little better in a tough situation or a stressful situation, which may be and could even be like, I don't want to talk about that right now, but it will also help you in that. And the second one is no fab. So I don't think no fab is something that needs introduction, but if you are still needing an introduction for this thing, I don't know in which cave you have been living till now, but no fab simply means no masturbation, no porn, and no sex. But I don't think that third one is that much necessary, that you should have no sex. But if the third one, I think it should be like something like no sexual thoughts or something like that. All right. You should not have sexual thoughts all of the time in the day. You can have it like when you are at the time of your mating, or when you are spending some time with your spouse or something. At those times, having those thoughts is not something really bad. Or when you are with a very highly attractive woman or something, at that time having such thoughts would not be considered, something. It is like a primal thing, primal desire of a man. So I wouldn't consider it to be a wrong thing. But the two things in nofab, which i think which I think is, important, is no porn, no masturbation, and the third one is absolute garbage. First of all, most of the people practicing nofab don't have any girlfriend to get their hands on to do intercourse, and those who have should be free to do this thing, because it is completely their choice to, have intercourse and all. And even I am not against having intercourse, because it is the most reproduction, of course, because it is the most fundamental basic unit of a living being. So it should not be prohibited at any costs. And I'm supporting this thing because of the first 2 points, because the first was the no pornographic content. So the pornographic content is a very harmful content for our brain. It can literally damage your brain. It can literally, the neuroscientists say it many times, it can literally rewire your brain into a very monkey kind of thinking style, and you should completely avoid it at all cost. And the second one is a disease named masturbation. So many of you may be shocked that why I have called it a disease, but before it has become, something like a practice. The masturbation was a disease under the, I think, some American association of the health ministry, and but they removed it because many people are doing it, and that's why it becomes a more of a lifestyle thing. But it is a complex disease which has been rarely talked about anywhere. And and this desire only comes to a man when he isn't able to fulfill himself through a woman, and wants some instant gratification of his, and to release his seeds. and something, but it is not really a very healthy practice to do. It is one of the worst practices to do. And the third point, I'm against actually the third point. I don't think that the reproduction thing should be prohibited. I am just against the first two things. And now, as we have saw as we have talked about these two, now the third one is actually the one I have discovered quite early on, but I think is quite good. The third one has to be none other than an yoga practice. No, not every yoga practice I will say, but it is a specific yoga practice which is like really powerful. And this yoga practice is called Ashwini Mudra. Like David Dida sir, didn't really particularly mentioned it in his book, but it is really a good practice to do. And it will really cause, when you are going on a no fab, you are just saving up your Siemens, and if you will not use it, where will they go? It has to be furnished somewhere. And now I'm not saying you have to jack off and and just throw them out of your penis, but you know what I mean by this. I'm not telling you to do the masturbation and stuff. I'm telling you to use that energy and fuel it into your brain. And it may sound kind of weird to you, but this is how it is. The Napoleon Hill, the great writer of the Think and Grow Rich, which many of you will know, has also talked about these things in his book called Sexual Trans. In his book Think and Grow Rich, in a chapter, I think, Sexual Transfiguration, if it was something like that. Okay. And these are the only three practices which will help you throughout this. The first one is the breath work, and then the other one is the no fab, and the third one is the Ashwini Mudra, sorry, not Mudra, it is Mudra, Ashwini Mudra. And these are the only three things you have to do in order to become more productive and more healthier as a person. And you should be able to do the sexual transfiguration, as you know the David, as like the Napoleon Hill thought of it to be done. And the David Dida, of course, that is also a great writer to be recommend to be known about. He also has written a very good masterpiece. Very many self-improvement creators recommend his book, and it is actually a really good book on actually relationships and how to become a better man and all. If you want to read it, it is a great read. But Ashwani Mudra, I think there is, if you just search this term Ashwani Mudra, you will get a video of a monk or sage, I don't know the particular English word, and he will teach you how it is done. So basically it is like when you are trying to contract your, I think, butthole using the sphincter muscle, I think. And it like I am not, I think, good enough, I should say. Like, I can practice it, but I don't think I am comfortable enough to just practice it on a camera. So kindly look to up to that person, as he has a better, as he will be able to demonstrate it better than me, cause even I have learned from him. So you should better refer to his video. You can just search the word Ashwani Mudra, and you will instantly get a video. ASHWINI MUDRA, that is the word. You can search it up on the YouTube, and you will get a video on it. And it is a marvelous thing to watch. Of course, not a marvelous thing, of course, but it is a very useful thing, I will say. And yep, that is all it concludes. It is not such complicated thing, like people have done it, like to harness your sexual energy and how to use it, how to get rid of lustful thoughts and all thing. It is not that hard thing to do. It is just through some basic practices you will be able to harness the energy inside of you, and you will be able to use it for a better purpose. Of course, I am not against the basic basic most thing of the life, that is reproduction. I am not against it at all. But you have to know that if it is being in the path of your in the path of your masculinity, it will be kind of a bad thing to have if you it is in becoming an obstacle in your purpose. And if you are spending your whole day just thinking about these things, and you are not energetic whole day, if you're having a brain fog and things, so you will be not able to productive, you will be not able to be productive. And even like just 3-4 days ago, before practicing the last one which I talked about, the Ashwani mudra, even I was having the brain fog, even after thinking that I've been on nofab since couple of months. And it really kind of, I thought that nofab had no use, but after some time I realized that it is not about the nofab. It is like I'm storing that thing, but it is just storing near my genitals, not inside it is not coming in my brain. And the easiest way to make that sexual energy come to your brain is through Ashwini mudra. And that is all that concludes this video. I hope it will help you for a better, for getting a better productivity. And yes, these all are actionable steps to do. It is not like something like a knowledge. Do it by yourself, experience it by yourself, and then only carry it forward to do. I am not forcing you to do anything. And that is all that concludes for this video. I hope you like the video. Thank you for watching.